what they think about it. What do they think about it? About this information that Patsy, that Lee Harvey was Patsy.
It's weird. I'm like, can you imagine, Claude? I will jump in for a second. Can you imagine, like, Tony and his father watching, like, the movie about JFK together, and his father is, like, sitting on the edge, you know? It's like, can you believe that? It's like, he's all frustrated. Like every time I see him and when we have a conversation and we talk, he's like, I know that thing. Yes.
Yeah, my father, he's been in a lot of those situations.
And he's another
He knew
joker.
Ferry, he's met Oswald a couple times. So around that time when they were operating and they were planning, he was somewhat in that, I won't say involved, but he was there and he met all those people, Ferry, Oswald, everybody. So, I mean, my father was pretty much, in the mix. But he never will come out right and say it, but I put things together and names and all our conversations, and
Did you talk with him like recently? Did you talk with? You didn't talk about JFK like today or yesterday.
No. I mean,
but I'm sure this weekend or something it can come up because it's such a huge anniversary, yes, and it's just like they keep talking about the story. It's amazing, and they are the last witnesses. You are talking to the son of the last witness, Claude, of this amazing, event, but just negative, but still it's huge, yes? Amazing, maybe it's inappropriate word, but it's still huge.
Yeah, it's, when, at the time whenever they show Oswald coming out, and he's saying he was a patsy, my father kind of laughed and said, you know what? He's telling you the truth, and nobody believes him.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Yeah.
He was in very bad position that time.
He was nowhere near the assassination.
Actually, two days after this assassination, he was killed by Jack Ruby. So
who was
mafia.
Associated with the mafia.
I heard from Polish guy. One Polish guy. He met Jack Ruby in Russia, and he told that his name is Rubinstein, and he was a KGB agent. This Jack Ruby. Is it true or
no? That's unlikely. That's unlikely. He was mafia and the bar or club owner, and he was just basically forced to do what he had to do by the mafia.
Yeah, and he was afraid to tell about anything in jail.
And I just want to tell you, Claude, it's like when I met Tony first time, like 12 years ago or 13 or whatever, it's just, even his father didn't want to really talk about this part of his history. Now it's kind of slowly open up, just as all the, journalist investigations are going around the world trying to find some new stuff. But now at least we can talk a little bit about it. I hope one day I could interview, Tony's father and get like a real first-hand testimony. But you're very fortunate because it's truly the first time we get this, like, to the air, this type of information.
And a lot of what I'm telling you it's not new because, like I said, I mean, watching the movie JFK and talking to my father about it, he said that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but it's we've got now from whistleblower, not like a movie. I know that Oliver Stone could have whistleblowers for him much more, but this is on a live show here on Polish radio, and I much appreciate that you. Tell us this information because it's very how can I say it's gigantic information. So I had question one more about.
So I will maybe ask if you don't mind. Yes. You want to search something?
No. Did you do the search for?
Yeah. I will ask like Tony maybe. The kind of one of the final question is just why does he thinks it happened? Because I think it's just there has to be a reason. Yes, he's searching for some information for us on the internet. So I will paste in just a moment about you guys are the first people. I will send you the name of the killer that we, from our information, we know.
Rolando, Rolando Master.
Yeah, I'm pasting right now, so that's what Tony find for us about the Rolando. That's the guy who was the true shooter there, and it's pretty cool, I think, that could be one of the mystery story or the conspirational, theory story that you solved, Claude, in your little radio show, which is kind of cool because, you did it something, yes?
There's so many conspiracies and so many, different stories, so nobody ever knows what to believe. And
yeah, but it's very strange.
This relation is the first step.
Very strange that
I believe this.
Establishment, American establishment, they don't want to reveal this information. They want to hold it, and I know that there is much conspiracy that this Warren Commission about this matter was actually disinformation agency or this body, and so. What do you think? What do you think about future? Is it possible that that this information will be like normal information, that the truth will be out there finally?
I think the truth's already known, but like I said, people are pulled in so many different directions with all the different theories, so nobody knows what to believe. But the truth is one of those theories.
Hopefully, hopefully. Go ahead.
I will maybe ask some questions at the end. Is there anything like, when you think about your father, when he talks about this story, that like frustrates him the most, or like, I don't know, is he annoyed by the fact that they're still blaming Oswald, or he just laugh at it? Like, what's his reaction?
He just dismisses it. He's not affected. He doesn't laugh. He's, it was just a little bit humorous to him when Oswald was when you see interviews or the news footage when Oswald's telling the truth and nobody believes him, and my father thinks it's a little humorous that he's actually telling the truth but nobody believes him.
Oh. So you haven't got any information about UFO and this about economical matter. But do you think, is it possible that, because I'm really not keen on this information that mafia, Cubans, and CIA, they wanted to kill president, one of the most important person in the world. They wanted to kill president just for maybe small, maybe medium, some wrong things he had done to them. Do you think, is it possible that were some more bigger things?
Well, I think to each one of those groups, they had their reasons, and those were pretty important, big reasons enough for what they did. I mean, what I'm saying to you is what I believe to be the truth from a first-hand source. And, like I said, CIA didn't like Kennedy. They thought it was a threat to the CIA, the mafia. He was a threat to the mafia. And he was a threat, or whatever he did, to abandon the Cubans during the Bay of Pigs. Had a lot of men killed, a lot of their men, friends, family killed,
can you say he was
and arrested.
Your father was in Bay of Pigs, can you say that?
So...
Yeah.
At the time, you got to remember, a lot of anti-Castro. They were in the in Florida, in the I guess the wetlands in there, training to fight Castro. They had big investors, money for weapons, and Kennedy would have government come in there and shut them down and take all the weapons and arrest everybody. I mean, he was really. It almost seemed like he was pro-Castro in a way. Since he was acting. I know he wasn't pro-Castro, but by preventing these men to go back and fight for their country and free their country, it was almost like he was against against them and for Castro. But I know he wasn't pro-Castro. That's what to them. That's what they felt.
Okay. So at the end, because we slowly have to wrap it up, because it's getting even late in Poland. Here it's almost 9 p.m.
in USA.
We have families and lives. Yeah. I just have to say, he was a great inspiration, the Kennedy, for me and for every. Believe or not, I had a presentation recently, and I was using his speeches. He was a great inspiration, but he was not only inspiration, but he was doing some actions against, secret societies and secret organizations and crazy stuff that was going on at the time in America. So that's why he probably was killed. And just like Tony said, he was, he didn't care about anyone. If it was the mafia or the CIA or the Cubans, he was trying to clean it up everything he could. And that's what I think. And we can just say thank you to Tony for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
And I hope one day I'm going to grab him and his father to tell me, what's going on, guys, yes, and get some more information about meeting Che Guevara and, Bay of Pigs and all kinds of stories that his father has. So that'd be great.
That in the future you could tell everything you want, because I know that you hold some secrets, because they could be, these secrets I think are dangerous for you and your father. I think so, because now CIA, they didn't clean from this murder, this murder. So is it possible, you think, that CIA will clean inner, or that they clean themselves? They clean themselves from this. That they tell about this murder. Hello?
Yeah, it was a cover up. Yeah. Can you hear that? Okay.
Yes, now I can. I've got just last question about CIA. Is it possible to
just the last one? Go ahead.
Yeah, last one about CIA, because I think there are many good people in CIA. They are really good. So, is it possible that these good people, they clean CIA or other agencies from these bad people?
Today's CIA is different from the CIA from back in the 60s, so it's very different.
But they still they don't say about it. They should say, "Oh yes, we kill Kennedy."
I don't think they would. I don't think any country would confess that they murdered their own president. So.
Yeah, that's
why not? It was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, it would be a bad history to teach to the children, Claude. You have to realize that. This will go to a history book. By the way, hey,
hopefully, thanks.
A few years ago, that would be very bad. Anyway, so we really have to wrap it up. Anyway, I will switch to Polish at the end because I have to throw one of my commercial guys.
Thank you, Claude, for having me.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah.
It was pleasure to have you on this show.
Okej, następnym razem, słuchajcie, na pewno też ściągniemy Tonego, może jego ojca i porozmawiamy i prawdopodobnie będzie to w teorii chaosu. Może coś się gdzieś przemyci kiedyś w rozmowach w nocy, w które także prowadzę. Słuchajcie, muszę swoją reklamę wrzucić, żeby nie był tutaj jakiś zupełnie szalony.
No właśnie, Kuba, bo
macie ochotę posłuchać.
Prowadzisz show, prawda? Swój wideo show.
Jasne. Też prowadzę show i jest dostępny w internecie www.rozmowywnocy.com. Tam możecie mnie znaleźć co środa o 23:00. Też mam różnych gości, słuchajcie, od bezdomnych do polityków, którzy trzęsą światem. I także gości mam tutaj właśnie zza oceanu. Zachęcam serdecznie. Dzięki wielkie, że byliście z nami. Przepraszam, że tak długo musieliście czekać na Tonego, no ale świat jest inny. Słuchajcie, my mamy przesunięcie w czasie 6 godzin, tak więc czasami tutaj się ciężko zgrać. Cieszę się, że nam udało to zrealizować, Claude. To
Ja
chyba
też się
dobry,
bardzo
taki mały
cieszę, że nie
sukces
wyłączyli
dla-
serwera, bo jak możesz tam jeszcze powiedzieć Tonemu, jeśli słucha, że no, w ostatnim czasie wtedy wyłączono nam serwery, a dzisiaj, no na początku były wyłączenia, ale w tej chwili wszystko działa, także no jestem pod wrażeniem, że wszystko się udało i no porażające informacje.